When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gets it out quickly. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Dances away. He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on the 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll toss it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Bulls his way forward. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big...
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happened.
The expressway is wide open. The 10 almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football so much.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. Third down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick six.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Getting us, and the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. He chucks one out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. He's looking. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Power football with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Grabs it inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it and put his foot in the ground, and that was
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Split backs here. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
It's complete to the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in the...
Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Goes to the option. Now the toss. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Going up top on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He'll fire to his right. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He's going to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he made the extra point without problem. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Those incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
I'll tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Whitaker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
And he's got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ole Miss, 42, Iowa, 21.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day. I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has caught.
Oh, it's a fumble. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rifles it down the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Getting some heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll run play action. Looking left. Rolls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
Soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback after his production.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
The Hawkeyes will have a first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Got his man on the right. And he will score! Touchdown, Iowa!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber. Ball is loose. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Working the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Nice job on the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Hines is back in the middle. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds. What a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these